Change orders are like a game of chess.
General contractor, see the attached change order for modifications based on the plans. No, that is in your scope of work. What do you mean? Show me in my contract where that's in my scope of work. Here's a revision to the plans that you never received. Okay, here is an additional change order, which includes my backup with my breakdown of labor material cost, my time tickets, my shipping tickets, and pictures of proof of work. Fine, approved.
Change orders are the lifeblood of the construction industry. Love them or hate them, you can't get around change orders. And he who embraces change orders shall be rich and have a lot of projects, and he who does not will be broke. No, I'm just kidding. I'm exaggerating. But the truth is, change orders, good and a necessary evil, I guess you could say, in construction. And those who really understand how to use change orders for your advantage, how to use change orders to run the project, to advance the job, and also to help your client. Yes, you can help your client. Those are the ones that are going to be more successful, get more projects, and really be an asset to the team. Now, the truth is this video is probably going to cause controversy. One time I released a short about change orders, and it was like love-hate comments like, oh, you suck, I hate you, you can't do this in construction, people like you are the ones that make construction a cutthroat business. And then other people were like, oh my gosh, thank you so much for teaching me this. So I decided to make this long form video because it is necessary. See, the thing is that owners and GCs and owners reps, they know the game, they know the law, they know how to play, they know construction management. But a lot of times the small GCs and the small subs, they don't really know how to handle change orders. And in this video, I'm actually gonna cover my change order strategies that got me labeled the teddy bear killer. Actually, back in the day, I was a killer at change orders. And here's the thing, I have this really like nice guy demeanor. I'm a nice guy. I'm very pleasant to be around. But my boss used to see me that when I would get into my project manager mode, that I would have to fight change orders and issues. And when the GCs tried to be slick and say it was in our scope and things like that, he said it was like me walking around with a knife behind my back. And then as soon as I needed it, I would just pull it out. The truth is that it really is a cutthroat business. And the truth is you actually have to cover yourself. You have to protect yourself from the law. You have to understand how to use change orders, because if not, they're gonna take advantage of you in the fields. So in this video, I'm gonna cover my change order strategy that I've developed over the years, where it actually got me better relationships with my GC. It got me an average of 30% more in contract value. And it actually, in some cases, helped me make more money in profit than the actual job. Now you might be thinking, how on earth can charging your client more money for a change order win you more projects and get you more jobs? How the heck can that happen? Change orders can occur for the following reasons. And there are many reasons, but these are just the majority. These are the main reasons. Change orders can come because of owner changes. They can come because of mistakes in the plans, inspectors requiring additional things that aren't in the plans, other trades that break your stuff, the GC's making a mistake. Yes, GCs do make mistakes sometimes. And you can use it to challenge a back charge. These are actually reasons they occur and things that you can do about it. If you understand why these things happen, you can actually use these occurrences to play the game. I remember when I was in commercial drywall, there was a specific project. There was an Orchard Supply warehouse. We were doing a project for a company called Fast Track. And Fast Track was this big GC, and they would do these types of projects, like big warehouse type jobs. And I remember that we had just installed the framing. You know, they had all the trades working at the same time. They had the demo guys cutting slabs. They had us putting framing. We were working over the trenches. So it was a little bit of like everybody working on top of each other. And I remember that they were still working on their roofing. I can't remember what the issue was on why they couldn't finish it, but the roof wasn't dried in. And they order us to put up our insulation and put up our drywall. And we warned them, we say, hey, you're not dried in. You can't put in the drywall. You can't put in your insulation yet. You gotta wait. And they had I don't know if they maybe had liquidated damages in their contract, but they were like in a rush. They decided to move forward and they had us put up all the drywall and the insulation. And guess what happened over a weekend? Not only did it rain, it poured. And not only did it pour, it was like a torrential downpour. It was like a hurricane. So all the drywall and all the insulation got destroyed. There was no possibility to remediate it with like a mold remediation company because it was so damaged. So they asked us, hey, listen, we got to take all the drywall down, all the insulation, and put it all back. And right there, I had the option of A, take advantage, charge premium rates and make a lot of money. I'm talking about tens and tens of thousands, probably close to like maybe even 100 grand of work. Or I could play the game. And I'm not a big fan of taking advantage of people when they made a mistake or whatever. The truth is that they kind of deserved it because they didn't listen to their counsel, because when you're a GC, you should listen to your subcontractors. If they give you advice, they kind of know more than you sometimes. And GCs, they're usually on this like high horse of I know everything and I'm the best and I'm the smartest and I'm the top dog of this job. So they needed to listen to us and probably a couple other trades that were kind of warning them, but they didn't. But I had the choice. I could have been a jerk and been like, hey, too bad, I'm gonna make a lot of money off of this and screw you guys. Or I could have been interested in the long game, in the long-term relationship that I really want to build. Because ultimately in this game of construction, the way you win projects is by building lifelong clients that are going to give you repeat work. That's it. There's no other, like it's everything boils down to just that. Build these solid relationships with these GCs so that we can work long-term together. Lesson number 1 is help your client when the issues arise. Don't be greedy. Don't think in the short term. Every subcontractor thinks in the short term. So they asked us, hey, can you do this on TNM? And I hate TNM. I'm not a big fan of it. I know some people do, but I hate TNM. TNM is time and materials. For those of you who don't know, time and materials is basically what they do is you sign daily tickets with the hours and all the materials that you worked, and the superintendent of the job site signs it and approves it. And then later, which is usually weeks or months later, you create a change order and then you submit it for approval. Now, the issue that I have with TNM work, most of the time, they want to challenge it. Oh, the owner doesn't approve it. Oh, we don't have any more money in the budget. Oh, we made a mistake. Can you help us out? Look, if you give us blah, 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 whatever reason, right? They try to negotiate. Oh, I'll give you the next job if you hook me up. So I said, I don't want to do TNM, but I also don't want to destroy these guys with a change order. So I came up with a creative solution of let's do a change order with a realistic estimate of the labor and material costs, because we can only estimate within a certain margin, because obviously this is a change order. This is change order work. Basically what we did was I gave them a change order with a description and all my backup and my materials, everything like you're supposed to do with a change order. But I put my estimated amount is this much, but it will be backed up with time and material tickets. If you approve us to proceed, sign here. So basically what that did was that gave me a legal document that is, it's an addendum to my contract that says, contingent on the signatures that are going to come from the time and material tickets, you're already pre-approved. The problem is when you do it the opposite way, that you do the TNM tickets first and then later you submit a change order, they don't want to approve it because the work has already been performed and they don't want to approve it. So basically my change order signed ahead of time so I could bill by percentage of completion every single month. So strategic point number 1 is I use this situation to help the GC overcome this issue. Although it was their fault and it was their problem and they deserve to get shafted because they didn't listen to anybody. During times of trials and adversity in the job sites, these are great opportunities to really team up and partner up with these guys. I wasn't interested in the short term. I was interested in the long game with these guys. Number 1, I charged them a not to exceed change order, which gave me legal protection because it was a signature, right? I wasn't gonna have any issues later getting paid. And number 2, I only charged them my cost. So I could have put 40% profit and added extra hours and labor and all this crazy stuff, but I only really charged them my cost, my direct labor and my direct materials. And I made my money off of, let's say we made our profit off of the actual job, but we didn't make a profit off of the change order. We're interested in building a solid relationship with these guys. So what did that show the owners of Fast Track? It showed them that we were team players and that during difficult times in the job, which occur on every single job, that we were gonna be there to back them up. So that's why with these guys, we were closing 70 or 80% of our bids with them because we were team players, and most people in construction are not team players. In this video coming up, I actually jump on the screen and I walk you step by step on how I write the change order, how I create my backup, how I calculate my labor and material costs, and how I do it in a way where you're almost guaranteed 100% approval for your change order. Have you ever been in those scenarios where, oh my gosh, they don't want to approve it because they say it's too expensive? Well, there's a reason that they're saying that, and I'm going to cover that in that video. So go ahead and watch that video and go learn how to write a change order the right way.